He put that all in paperwork. What you think about that?
Well, he was sitting in jail. He was trying to get out.
Yeah,
Uh, and he was mad and angry. We was doing interviews talking about, Southside had something to do with Biggie and that, and that, and so he was mad, and he didn't have no love for none of us, me or Suge. So of course
yeah,
he'll sit in there and try to blame things and be funny and stuff. But when they had something on him, and the heat was on him, and he knew that if he got caught in a lie, he would go, have to go and face this case that they had on him. You see, he told the truth then, and a lot of people be like, "Well, he just told that story because he wanted to get out. He just wanted to get out." But LAPD wanted the Biggie case solved. They didn't want the Tupac case solved. So if they would wanted him to lie about something, or was feeding him something, trust me, they would have been feeding him. You lie to us and tell us this about Biggie case. We don't care about that Tupac case. We don't want to hear that. That's what they would have been feeding them, because that's what they were assigned to get resolved. They wasn't assigned to get the Tupac case matter solved. They was assigned to get the Biggie Small case solved.
And where they at with that?
Uh,
And where they at with the Biggie
well,
thing?
you got to listen to Murder Rap. I don't like to speak on that one too much because it's people involved in that one that I have love for. But the findings of Murder Rap book or documentary, I believe to be accurate.
Okay.
you think Miss Wallace gonna ever rest in peace, knowing that they still haven't found a killer of her son?
She said on the Breakfast Club about 3 or 4 years ago
Mhm.
that she believed 97 to 98% of the findings of Murder Rap.
Okay.
Y'all go pull that up.
Yeah. Most definitely.
97%. That's a high percentage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Your
Very high.
daddy, if we did a DNA on him, it would only say 99 point,
99 point.
yeah. And you know that's your daddy.
Craig, you got another question?
Man, yeah. Them Raiders. You
Who?
fan, right?
I'm a Raider fan, but I don't pick them for nothing right now.
They gonna get your door.
I don't think so.
You
You
don't
don't
think
think they gonna get your door?
I think they're going with the running back from Boise.
Talking
I
about
don't
from
like him. I think he's too small. Well, I don't think they're going for Shador.
you talking from Boise State?
right?
Yeah,
I mean, he good. He's good.
I
yeah.
think Denver gonna get him. But let me ask you this: what's your deal with Gene Deal, man?
Uh,
I've been watching you lately, bro, and it like y'all two throwing jabs, man. What's going on with y'all two, man? Y'all so be
we've
scary,
been
man.
doing that for a while. That's just
Yeah,
that East Coast, West Coast stuff. Um, Gene's very entertaining. Gene does the numbers, right? How you'd be stupid to hate on people. He has an audience and a liking and a following.
yeah,
I just think he speaks on a lot of things that he wasn't quite just an opinion that he gets off the internet and all of that, and he put it out like factual.
Mm.
And then I don't like the fact that he speaks on Tupac's situation, um, because I don't feel as though that he know anything about it, and it's
yeah,
all and his hatred for Greg Cadence and now is why he tried to throw out and use his audience to persuade them his way. And me, I'm just the type like even I get mad at shit like, okay, you ain't gotta speak on it or tell this, but just shut up. Or let the investigation play its course.
yeah,
Why try to muddy it up? Why try to persuade people one way or another when we don't know all the facts? I don't know all the facts of the case or what those investigators have, or those or the DA office have, but they feel confident enough. So why are we all sitting on YouTube trying to Monday back quarterback everything that got going on, and we don't even know all the facts?
Hmm.
He look like he takes some shots at Vlad on Instagram, man. Like he's saying, I'm glad I'm coming for you with the truth. He throwing shots at Vlad and Stevie J, man. What you think? What's up with that?
Well, he gets in his feelings when people call him out on their on their stuff. So he gets in. I get in my feelings. So I get it. I haven't followed it enough to know what's true. That's my point.
I got you.
How can I speak on it? I wasn't involved in it. I don't know what's the truth and what's not. But he will go and put it like he knows it's factual.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, something you were involved in was that Tupac thing where you thought he was telling you to shoot Biggie.
Yeah. He wasn't really saying, and it comes off wrong because Biggie was in the area, but he was mainly talking about the person that had the gun, meaning C. Gutter.
C. Gutter.
Yeah, but Biggie was in the area. But as I always say, Biggie just stood there. He was looking like, what the fuck? Like, you really tripping like this? You know, you look at somebody like, what? Where everybody else was running and scrambling, but Biggie just stood there. Now, the running joke was always, afterward, yeah, that nigga couldn't run because he was too fat to move and all of that. But,
It's a puppy haul ass, though.
Puffy got his ass up under a car. I remember that.
Was that at the Soul Train Music Awards?
Yeah, 1996.
Was that the scene on the movie, the Tupac movie, when they pulled up in the Hummer? And
they did. We did pull up in a Hummer. So, movies and all of that, you got to take with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I'm only one for documentaries. What I see on a documentary, I'll be like, okay, maybe that's a little truthful.
I'm trying to get movies because I remember that part of the movie, and that kind of sound consistent from the story we heard about, when Pac told you to sleep big. So
yeah. And to be honest, it may have came out like that.